you got one of these guys.
Oh yeah, the United Airlines one.
I don't even have one of those.
Yeah, I found it right before Christmas on eBay. Got a really good deal on it. And
Wow.
I found this. You know, when you win a big thrift find, I don't like to celebrate them too much because I've definitely paid through the nose for some of this stuff too.
Yeah.
But this was something where we've all been there. Like somebody had it listed as like a carved bench. Didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I think it was like $50. But yeah, it's a Wicco as well.
Yeah, I love it. All right, let's talk about your mugs.
Sure.
Actually, let's talk about this whole back wall because you have these interesting portholes too.
Yeah.
And wow. Okay, so again,
everybody
I don't know where to
always asks
start.
about
Okay,
this.
you have
everybody always
TVs in
asks
there?
about this. Yeah, so how is this accomplished? So this panel hangs over a single TV, kind of like a picture frame.
Okay.
Because I tell everybody the dirty secret about this bar is that it's a football and beer bar way more than it's a tiki bar.
Oh yeah, all right.
When we're not in tiki mode, this comes off, and then there's obviously a TV behind there. But because it's a single screen, you get a lot of motion with like fish swimming from one window to the next, and it really tricks people.
Yeah.
So people are like, "Do you have an aquarium back there?" I'm like, "Look at how the hell would I get an aquarium?"
Yeah, so that's one
continuous screen.
Oh, I thought they were two separate images.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, funny enough, when Nick and I built this, we cut our piece that was going to be the piece for this, and then we cut I think Nick did the holes with the jigsaw, and we realized that we used the wrong piece. So we went through and put this on and everything like that, and went to go hang it up, and it was way shorter. So we had accidentally put the piece that we meant for our cutoff piece.
Oh,
it was such a bonehead thing. It was on the last day of that Nick was going to be here too. So
that stuff happens.
Yeah.
It happens all the time, right? You plan out a project, and how many times you go to Home Depot the day you start? You go back another 4 times. You know?
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, and then in Christmas time we play it looks like it's snowing, like falling snow here.
Yeah.
And then right now, obviously the aquarium, and there's another porthole over here.
Love that.
That matches.
And there's a small TV behind that.
It's an iPad.
That's an iPad.
It's an iPad.
Okay.
I built this to cover the AC, so when I open this up, the AC's behind
Got
it. And yeah, I just basically cut a hole with a jig and made this little porthole thing, and then there's an app that has fish swimming and snow falling and stuff like that. So that's all there.
How much time are you spending working on this bar? Are you at a point now where you're pretty happy where it is? Because all this stuff that I'm seeing is a lot more than from the original photos that I saw.
Yeah, I'm done with mugs. I mean, I haven't bought a mug in, I don't know, a year. And
I'm the same, yeah.
There was a while where I was buying them all the time, but,
Yeah.
I luckily got one of
mugs.
I got a Tiki Rob before he unfortunately passed.
This one?
Yeah. Which he was kind enough. He messaged me on Instagram one time when I posted my OA mask, and he was like, "Hey, I make mugs like that," and he offered to build me one or make me one. And he kind of forgot, I think, about it, and I didn't want to bug him, and then he randomly hit me up one day and said, "Hey, it's here." And then,
that's awesome.
Unfortunately, we lost him not long after. So it's really special to me. So
yeah, and I see you've got some desertoasisroom mugs.
I do. Yeah.
So thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
Got another one of these in the back up here, and I just love the way you've grouped these guys.
Yeah, I used to have them just kind of I don't know, lined up like toy soldiers, but then I wanted to add the dimension with the fake foliage and everything like that. And then I built risers for the back row too.
Yeah. So dusting, what's that like?
So it's not, that's the hardest place in the whole place to dust. So up there where you see all the foliage and everything like that, it's all set into floral board, and I can just lift it up and dust. Okay. That's easy. These are a pain because they're all earthquake puttied down.
Floral board is a great idea.
Yeah. So that's not fun because they're all. So it gets a super
putty.
deep cleaning.
Could see the putty in there.
Yeah. Once we change over Christmas, but I just spot dust whenever I can.
So the way that I dust mine, all mine are puttied down too, but I have this it's a feather duster that I just go right in between each one, and then I go across the top, and but I don't have all that foliage in there.
So I have like the big metal straws.
Yeah.
They come with this attachment that is like a cleaner. With like a feathers on them.
Yeah.
I use that for dusting.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Into the cracks and
That's
everything.
a great
like
idea.
That, so,
wow.
yeah.
Okay. Wow, I love it. This is a great angle with all these lamps.
I'd love to talk about them too. Like,
oh my God, and all the colors that you have here. So, did you make any of these?
Yes.
Okay.
I made the shell one over the booth.
Okay.
And then I made this one up here, which is I even told Woody, I was like, you are a big inspiration. Rock and roll.
Woody's awesome.
So that's one of Woody's right there.
The double barrel.
The double barrel, yeah. So I was a patient boy. I waited like 2 years for that, and Woody delivered, knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, and
He's
look at
such a cool guy.
The starfish and shells that he puts on the bottom there.
Yeah, it's just insane detail.
What about this guy? Where's this guy from?
So these three right here actually are all Trader Tobin. So
okay.
This one are all Trader Tobin, and then the dodecahedron up top is Trader Tobin, and then the one over there with the Islander tiki, that is Trader Tobin as well. And you can see the ship wheel on the bottom. He did a really great job on those.
He's another one that's really talented, but this one's cool, man, for a guy that only used a drill 5 times in his life.
You know what's funny about that is we have little neighbor girls that come over here sometimes, and the youngest one pointed at that and said pizza, and so now we call it the pizza lamp because she thought it looked like a piece of pepperoni pizza.
Oh
so
my God!
Pizza lamp.
Now I can't unsee it.
I can't either. So it's forever going to be the pizza lamp. So that's what we call it.
So when you go to the Desert Oasis room, which we're gonna make sure you come down,
please.
My stools have a tapa crown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's drawn like a crown,
yep.
right? And it has the garnish and stuff on it. And my friend Al Nepper actually made. So I bought the fabric, and then he made the cushions and everything for it with the rope, the rope edging and stuff. And when he said, "Hey, man, so your stool covers or your stool cushions are done," you know, he's like, I try to line everything up so all the faces line up. And I was like, faces? Like, what are you talking about? If you turn the crown upside down, it looks like a face, like with the graphics on it. So now all I see are faces.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll have you see that when you come over. Yeah, so I love this guy up on the upper right, that tourist tiki.
Yeah.
I love those old vintage Hawaiian tikis so much. That's what the tiki on the upper left all the way to the end.
Yeah.
That's what that's modeled after.
Yeah, I like those too.
The coup.
That was the stuff that was really easy to find when I first started collecting.
Oh, really?
Stuff that I saw.
I look for it and I can't find it.
Man, I saw so much of it. I mean, but I was also, brother, I was in those antique streets. I was out at every flea market.
Everywhere.
I was out there, like every single one, every single weekend, when I was trying to collect.
Puffers,
yeah. That is from OA.
Okay.
That is my good buddy Tiki Vato.
Tiki Vato, yeah.
Yeah, he made me that.
I have one of those too, with the puffer inside the ball.
And most of the floats are OA. Almost every one of them is OA, except this one is from Tiki Vato as well, but every other float is from OA. And then the 2 face lamps above you.
2 face lamps. Oh, these right here?
Yeah, those are orchids of Hawaii. Those are vintage. One's from the Sven auction, and the other one is from a place in St. Louis.
Love it. Okay, I have a comment about this one up here.
Which one? Okay.
This, yeah, the white one. So back in the day, I used to be able to buy beach balls at the grocery store. That this big wire rack that was full of those in different colors. And I had a friend who basically made a bunch of those. Like he took these nets and he just put a bunch of those beach balls in them, put them in his patio. And
That's cool.
There's no lights in them, but like they were a cheap way to make this decor, and they look like, if they don't light up and they're outside, they look like that.
Yeah. The thing I liked about the amber ones, I have I still have 4 or 5 amber ones left, but you could change the color on them really easily. So this one, you could take all the amber ones from OA, if you put a colored bulb in it, will turn whatever color you want.
Yeah.
So that's what I always liked about those.
Very cool. All right, so you've got a bathroom too.
I do? All right. This was
Look at this.
the biggest pain in the ass that has ever been pain in the ass.
Okay, so I have a bathroom in the Desert Oasis room.
Okay.
It's not tikied. I mean, I hang artwork in there.
Yeah.
And I do have an upper shelf for all my small Coco Joe stuff. And I thought, this is... by the time I had finished the room, I was just so tired of just building all the time.
So you can see right here, do you see how it juts out a little bit here?
Yeah.
So this is a false wall that I
Okay.
built, and it's hiding a shower. So there's actually
there's a
shower
shower
here, fully tiled up to the ceiling. The head for it is capped, but it's up here behind that foliage.
Oh, wow.
The knobs,
controls?
controls are right here, also hidden. And then this is here.
This is what this floor is. This was
the pan, the shower pan.
Yeah.
And then I have a little trap door here if I ever have to, get to the plumbing.
My shower is still in my...
But when I was talking about, when we were talking, I don't know if this was before we started filming or not, but we were talking about we were thinking about what if we sell the house. So this shower has literally never been turned on. It probably never will be turned on.
Mine's
ever.
never been turned on.
And so
I've lived there 15 years and never been turned on.
Yeah.
And it's still there and fully functional.
Yeah. And then so this here, very deliberate. There's a lot of this small ephemera that if I had it on the main shelves, you'd never notice it.
Yeah.
You'd never see it. So I wanted to put somewhere where you could get up close to it. There's Bob signed that for me. The old Don the Beachcomber Navy grog mix. Bunch of different little knickknacks. This is a vintage ashtray from the Aku Aku in Toledo, Ohio, where I'm from. So that's, like I said, and that's a little moai from the Kahiki as well. So that, Ohio, try to get it in wherever I can.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here too.
Yeah.
Wow. Everything's done so well here. Shadow boxes above the sink.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then there's a Tiki Joe behind the door there, if you've ever seen the one in Trader Sam's.
Wow.
But yeah, that's the bathroom. And it's never, it's not ever in use besides when we have parties. Otherwise, if it was a daily use, I wouldn't have made it all tiki like that. But, it's fun.
Wow.
Oh,
Bar
and then
looks
the booth.
great. Yeah, let's talk about the booth.
So this is all modular.
Okay.
So I can move this out.
Okay.
It's basically not bolted down. The table's connected to the wall, but it's just 2 screws and it'll come right out.
Okay.
And then if you look in the booth, there's a lot
storage.
of booths. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it.
They're a little messy right now because we were R&Ding for our next menu. So, but yeah, all storage in there, totally modular, so I can move them if I want to.
Love it. Wow. Room is impressive.
Yeah, man.
All right, so we are going to have a cocktail now.
Let's do it.
And I can't wait. This is the first time that I've drank here inside Savage Seas. I don't even know what we're going to drink, but I trust you, Nick. I know that it's going to be awesome.
I won't let you down, brother.
All right, so here we go.